Good evening, friends. Thank you all for being here with me tonight. Thank you all for your help and support and generosity for our campaign. My campaign slogan is the heart of the nation, but in actuality, it is your hearts that have touched me. In our hearts, we knew long ago that win or lose, we had already a victory of hearts that so many of you entrusted in us. By standing up to be counted, we already give Singaporeans a voice that has been heard and will continue to be heard. Singaporeans are asking for a government that is transparent, just and sincere. It is clear that the government can no longer expect unquestioning obedience from its citizens. The integrity of its governance must be proven, and the trust of the people earned and not taken for granted. Because of your support and trust that you place in me, I pledge to you now, this trust shall never be misplaced. I will hold to my heart the values we must uphold as a nation: unity, justice, and equality. I will seek our nation's happiness, prosperity, and progress, but always remembering to do so with heart, with sincerity and compassion. I also wish to thank all my honorable opponents for putting up a good fight. The past 9 days have been very intense. It has been a humbling experience, meeting so many Singaporeans from so many different walks of life. To hear your stories, share your difficulties, and be energized by your words of encouragement. It makes me realize the importance of staying connected, and I shall not forget. Thank you for giving me your trust. I will not fail you. I ask of you, my fellow Singaporeans, that you continue to walk with me side by side on our journey as we write together the next chapter of the Singapore story. There is no limit to what I can do and what we can do as Singaporeans for Singapore. Thank you and good night. I will now entertain a few questions, and I think it's a long night ahead, so maybe you should go back and rest.
Mr. Tan, so
yeah.
Are you officially considering defeat?
Well, this is not a concession. We have to wait for the results to come out. So, yeah. And I just want to let people go home and take a rest. Well, I feel that I've established victories achieved a victory of sorts, the victory of hearts already, and that has given us an opportunity, Singaporeans, an opportunity to put on record our feelings and how we want things to go forward from here.
Tan Jee Say you asked for the voters to walk side by side with you and achieve the next chapter of Singapore story.
Yeah.
Are you referring to the next GE?
Yeah, I think we will have to take things as they come. I will have to talk to my supporters and talk to various people before deciding on the exact concrete action to take. No, I think she doesn't want to.
Mr. Tan, why do you think your message didn't gain more traction with the Singaporeans?
Why? I think it's a short period. So I think we saw that awareness picks up after midway through the campaign. More people know more about me and what I stood for, and I was able to respond to many of the criticism, allegations against me. If I had been given a longer period, I would be able to achieve I'll be able to convince more people. But the period is quite short, so it's not easy within that period to reach out to so many people.
The criticisms against you is that seen as confrontational.
Yeah.
Do you think that works?
Well, that's the image that was created, but it was certainly not an image that that is true to me. Obviously, I come in with an intention to ask questions, and asking questions is not being confrontational. I have to be true to the voters, what I stand for. They should know me rather than being quiet, hedging in answers, giving non-answers to questions. I was prepared to give answers to questions, and I did not want to hedge here and there like some of my opponents, waiting for more information and all that. So that is where I stood, and I wanted to be clear, to be fair to the voters, what they are voting for.
Mr. Tan, how do you feel about the vote share currently, from what you observe and what you know?
From what I heard, I think it was announced over the TV, isn't it, about a certain rough count. So I do not know. This is still not final. Things can change. It's you probably have heard. So I did not hear exact numbers, but yeah.
Mr. Tan, as the youngest candidate in the presidential elections, what advice do you have for you young people like us showing a really, really strong interest ever since the GE?
Well, I think, sorry, what's the last part?
As young people for us, what advice do you have as the youngest presidential candidate?
Well, I think they should continue to reach out, be brave enough to come out, and brave enough to support, take part in some campaign, even not as candidate. You know how the process is like, and then you will know whether you are interested, because it's a lot of hard work being a candidate. And I'm sure that they should, if they have strong views, they have strong ideals, and I'm sure they will be able to overcome these difficulties and offer themselves as candidates. I would like more people to come out. Youth is really an asset. It is not a liability.
I mean, your strongest message was to check and balance.
Yeah.
So do you think the result shows that the Singaporeans are not really interested in that issue, but rather wanted the president to work hand in hand with the government?
Well, I think they want both. They want both. They want both a government plus somebody to provide checks and balances. The results have shown that, and it was not the preferred candidate of the government did not get overwhelming support. Sorry, again, what's it?
Dr. Tony Tan and Dr. Tan Jee Say, do you have a choice between the both of them?
Rooting. Which one are you rooting?
It's clear from what I say. I would have preferred Dr. Tan Jee Say.
You mentioned earlier that the government's preferred candidate is not showing and not given as much support as you would like. So what do you think that is?
Yeah, the strong message is that the overwhelming majority of Singaporeans want check and balances on a PAP government from a non-PAP candidate.
Mr. Tan, what do you have to say to Mr. Tan Jee Say, who actually considered defeat?
Well, he has visited counting stations and he saw the results before him, so I thought that was a decision for himself to make.